season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum, heading towards midseason.
So the New York starting five. We've got Bridges. Towns is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Brunson in at point guard. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for Miami. Mitchell outside. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And last season, the Heat trading away Jimmy Butler. Tim, that ended a memorable stretch with some terrific wins.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy emerged in South Beach, a trip to the finals in 2020 as a 5 seed, and again in 2023 as an 8 seed. Underdog runs that highlighted this team's competitive will.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
Powell kicks to Adebayo. Mitchell outside. Powell sets a screen for Mitchell. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brunson goes in. Yep, that one goes. Brunson's got 6 points. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in the league have.
Yabusele, he's checked in for the Knicks. Mitchell against Brunson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Adebayo, high post. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wiggins. In the corner, Powell with it. No good on the triple. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. On deep, Brunson. Brunson with another miss. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
New York comes into this following a loss to the Magic. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Guys, back to you.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allen. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bridges. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Clarkson taking his time here. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Pass to Jonas. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. They trail by 1.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space. Towns can exploit any gap in the defense.
Here's Jonas. From downtown, and Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Puts up a deep 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 2. Live from Miami, You're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
The Knicks with the lead. Let's turn our attention to the sideline for the latest on Mitchell Robinson. Allie, what's his status?
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for New York provided some information. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. The diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. So right out of the gate this season, they're dealing with a setback, and hopefully they can adjust and still get off to a strong start.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this, but it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
And New York, looking at who they've got, sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Gershon Yabusele is out there with Hart, and it's McBride in at the 1. Pass to Bridges, lets it go from deep. That shot off. It's Powell with the drive. And that one, good. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
That one goes. Count it. Fontecchio's got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Look who it is, fans. It's your Heat Hype Squad. Make some noise!
Dan Adebayo checked in for Miami. Carl Anthony Towns checked in for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 4. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Hart kicks to Bridges. Connects from three-point range.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
The drive by Powell. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Heat. Mitchell comes in for Jokic. The offensive skill set for Carl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
McBride passes to Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Wiggins outside. 1:30 left now here in the second. And Adebayo throws it down.
And the way Adebayo gets off the floor, it almost looks effortless.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Bridges outside. Back to McBride. Nailed from three-point land. McBride's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Time to turn up the heat with your very own Miami Heat Dancer.
A different look for Miami. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Khalil Ware. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Powell. Then for the Knicks, Clarkson, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Here's Jaquez, still without a basket. Adebayo against Towns. Shot from the low block. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Up top, Hart. From deep, Brunson. And another three for New York.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Jovic. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And Miami making a change here. Larson's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Brunson against Mitchell. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. 5 on the clock. Here's Adebayo. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways, it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Protect the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Miami Heat. What's most important in a situation like this?
Staying focused, locked in, and not getting sick or distracted.
Yeah, like the kids on those smartphones, they're constantly on those phones and all those things, man. Not paying attention. Right, Jack? Jack?
Huh? Oh, so I was sending a text. What'd you say?
Kids these days. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Miami Heat.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood, Jack. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
They get it back.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And it's Towns missing.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And stolen by Hart. Towns with it. Now defended by Adebayo. New York, no good that time either.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Over to start the half.
Latrey. Knicks with the rebound. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Brunson from long distance.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Jovic. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New York leading by 9. Here's Brunson. And he lays it straight in. Brunson's got 14 points for the game.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been. And it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Pass to Powell. Now, here's Mitchell. Shoots over Brunson. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Wiggins is a big, active wing, and that time he used his size and athleticism to give his team a second chance.
Good on the shot. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Yabusele, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Adebayo with the screen on Anunoby. Pass to Ware. Here's Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Shot from 12. Where nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Brunson. Brunson barreling into the rim.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Jonas. Brunson covering. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Ware. Shoots over Yabusele. Hits the front of the rim and out. Brunson from way outside. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
To the fourth quarter.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Miles McBride out there with Clarkson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Yabusele in at center. And that one good from Clarkson.
Even when he first came into the league, this was Clarkson's go-to move, pressing the action off the dribble.
Pass to Fontecchio. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Towns kicks to Clarkson. Sinks the triple. And the Knicks lead by 16.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Hart, he's checked in for Gershon Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, Bridges, following Davion Mitchell's three-point attempt.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the ball.
And he makes the first. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Now here's Towns, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Brunson. Oh, Brunson beating his way in there.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
That one falls for Brunson. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Putting them in a good position. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Knicks.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Brunson.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Powell outside. Back to Mitchell. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. From 19, that one goes. Brunson drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got 30.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Now, here's Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. A three-pointer off the mark. Bridges passes to Hart. Here's Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.